I recently had the opportunity to join the Richfield Amateur Radio Club while they participated in Volunteers on the Air using W1AW call sign. This is a year-long event in which all 50 states will be able to participate.
Arborist's throw bag. Tie that on with a bowline. Just like that.
Okay.
You saw exactly how to do that, Paul, right?
I did, but it came out the other ear, so.
Okay. Oh, I was so close. Through the middle there.
Okay.
Loop through that. Tighten up. Now that's not going anywhere until we pull it out and it just flies free.
Excellent.
What machine will you be operating today?
For this I'll be using a Yaesu 857D. It's a solid radio for portable use. It'll do 100 watts, but my battery won't let it. So I'll keep it dialed back to 5. The battery life isn't great, but it'll finish out at least the hour-long shift for us, and we'll see how things are doing at 7 o'clock. Yeah, the battery choice was looking for something that was about the size of a sealed lead acid battery, about brick-sized, so that it wasn't huge, but was big enough to power this radio for a few hours. Analyzer on it, see what it tells us. I also have the Nano VNA with me, but this is easier. For these quick measurements, this is easier. Yeah, I mean, the VNA is cool, and it's, this analyzer is only good through the 2 meter band. The Nano VNA will get me up to, 1.2 or 2.4 gigs. I don't have a whole lot of need for it up that high, but have done a little bit up in that part. But for HF antennas, this is just faster. It won't measure my filters. The filters I have to measure on the Nano VNA. But if all I want to do is check if the antenna works, this does pretty well and does it quickly. But yeah, I've really enjoyed doing CW. It took a few years really to feel like I'd learned it and to really get comfortable with it, but it's just been so much more fun to play around with it, and especially getting into the hobby before FT8 was a thing. It was a great way to make contacts that I wasn't otherwise going to make.
Yeah.
So that was great. I can do all 3 modes, and I end up doing a lot of digital because that's where other people are, but it's so much fun to call CQ because you never know who's going to come back to you or from where. At one point I was calling CQ on 10 meters and had somebody come back, and all I caught was a Whiskey 7 something or other. But they seemed to have a bit of an accent, so I asked, who was the Whiskey 7, and it was 6 Whiskey 7, which was Senegal. And so it was definitely shocking to be on the band one day and just have Senegal call me back on 10-meter phone. So you never know what you might find when you're out there calling CQ.
This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 0, operating from Fort Snelling State Park, Minnesota. CQ, CQ, CQ. Volunteers on the air. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 0, operating from Fort Snelling State Park, Minnesota.
This year is Volunteers on the Air.
And one of the things that the ARRL, the American Radio Relay League, is doing for Volunteers on the Air is having people from all over the country operate as the ARRL station, W1AW Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. And this is our week in Minnesota to do it. And so we sign up for time slots where we do this, and this is what we're doing now. But I got a 100 ampere hour lithium iron phosphate battery in there. This radio, when it's keyed on transmit, will draw 25 amps. Okay, a little extra addition. If I want to charge my phone or my one of my devices, I can plug it in there. And for whatever miscellaneous stuff I got a cigarette lighter output. And this on top is it's what's known as a boost converter. It takes the 12 volts of the battery and converts it to 19 volts for use by the computer.
Kilo Bravo
Guess I might
0
as well leave this
Tango
here.
November Golf Portable.
Kilo Bravo 0 Tango November Golf. I'm reading you like 555. I can just barely copy you. How are you reading me?
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Especially about at a 5.7, there's lots of crackly static, so it's hard to get you sometimes, but you're making it. Excellent.
Oh, well, hey, thanks for the contact, Matt. You're our first one today. Awesome. 73.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this content, something a little bit different. And I hope you'll come back again for a future video. Talk to you later.